Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Today is Tuesday. Let me just straighten my camera a moment. Right, in today's video we're going to talk all about selling pre-loved clothing on eBay, Vinted or Depop. If this is your first time here, if you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Jason. I own a wholesale clothing business here in the UK, amongst other things, and we allow essentially drop shippers. So if you're familiar with the concept of drop shipping, I'm assuming that is where you sell the product and we ship the product direct to your customer. Well, we offer that for a large catalogue of wholesale clothing, ladies, women's wear essentially, and we allow you guys to resell that on marketplaces such as eBay, Vinted and Depop, so you can earn a profit. Now, to get started, I'm going to jump straight into this video and I'm going to share with you my 3 tips for growing any store, any eBay store. This applies to eBay, Vinted or Depop. You can apply the same tips. They will work across any marketplace, and I'm going to share with you my 3 key tips for building any store from zero up to over £1,000 a month in sales. And you can do that with the products that we supply for you if you want to, or you can source and do it with your own clothing items. The tips I'm going to share with you today will work not just with clothing, but they will work with pretty much any item. And if you follow these tips, it's basically 3 rules. If you've seen my videos before, you'll know how much I talk about these 3 rules. It's so important to use these rules in order to grow stores, especially when you're trying to grow them from the ground up. And I have used these rules to grow not only my own store, but plenty of other stores for other sellers who we have worked with in the past and who we are currently working with right now. We use these rules to grow their stores from essentially brand new stores from zero and take them up to £1,000 a month and multiple thousands in sales. We use these 3 rules in order to achieve all of that. So if you're interested in anything I've mentioned now, stick around. Please hit the subscribe button, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more tips like this, and please do give the video a thumbs up because that does help with the algorithm. It helps the video reach more people. So that's the introduction. I'm just going to dive straight in and set the subject. So the subject of today's video is how to make £1,000 a month selling pre-loved clothing on eBay, Vinted and Depop. Like I said, we do provide an entire ecosystem that allows you to do exactly this. You can implement these rules, you can sell our products, and you will be able to build your own store up to £1,000 a month in sales, and you'll be able to earn, a nice profit in the process. You'll be earning pretty much, if you can get to £1,000 a month in sales, you can probably expect to be earning at least £200 to £300 per month in actual profit left over in your bank account. That's a 20 to 30% profit margin, which is typical and average for drop shipping. Now, if we just dive in, we can start with rule number 1. Okay, so rule number 1 is to list every single day. Okay, and you need to do this without fail. So the way I like to describe this is that everyone has everyone has their own lives, their own, they're busy, they got things going on, you might have kids or whatever, or you're busy with a full-time job, which is all fair enough. You might like to go to the gym, go out for meals, do whatever, normal stuff, right? So how much time have you got to fit in? So what you need to do, if you're going to consider starting, like a side business, sort of side hustle as people say, on the likes of eBay or on Vinted or Depop or wherever, then you need to really consider how much time can you really put into this. So that I can't tell you how much time to put in this, but what I can tell you is that you can reach £1,000 a month in sales with just 30 minutes to an hour a day. Okay, and that is honest, because I've seen other people do this using these methods, and I know I've been doing this for 16 years. I know how much effort it takes to do this. So I'm pretty sure that anyone can spare 30 minutes to an hour every single day to implement these 3 rules. And it starts with listing, okay? Because listing drives the traffic that you need in order to generate sales. It's the number one thing you can do to get sales on any marketplace, is that you have to get your products online. That is, that is the most important thing. So what you have to do is you have to say to yourself honestly, say, how much time can I spare every day? And if you can spare 30 minutes, have a go at creating listings on either eBay or Vinted or Depop. I say those three marketplaces because those really are the best three places to sell clothing, to sell used pre-loved clothing online. The best places to sell is on eBay, Vinted or Depop right now. You can do it for free on eBay. They've recently allowed private sellers to start selling for free on eBay. You can sell for free on Vinted. As you know, if you sold there before, Vinted do not charge any selling fees whatsoever. And you can also sell on Depop. They do charge selling fees, but it is fairly cheap. I think it's around 5% or something like that. So the reason why you need to list every day, as I just touched on, is that listing will drive traffic. So if you can spare half an hour per day, have a go at listing on one of these marketplaces, whichever one you prefer, and then just have a look at how long it takes you to actually create a listing. And then you can work out, right, how many can I do in half an hour? And then make that your daily goal, okay? And then make sure that you commit to that goal, because there's nothing worse than trying to grow a brand new account if you have an inconsistency, okay? And what I mean by that is that if you're listing 2 items one day and then you're not listing, you're having 3 days off, not listing anything, and then you're listing 10 items on the weekend perhaps, because you've got some more time, and then on the Monday, because you're busy, because you're back in work, you don't list any items because you're tired when you come home from work. And then that inconsistency is the number one reason why you cannot get your store off the ground and you cannot get consistent sales, okay? So it has to start with the absolute number one rule is being consistent, and being consistent with listing is how you do it. And you should really aim to be doing about 5 listings per day, okay? That's the absolute minimum you should be doing. That is enough to get you to £1,000 a month in sales. With dedication, 5 listings per day, I can absolutely guarantee that you'll get to £1,000 a month in sales, and you'll be able to achieve that within 6 to 12 months, okay? So it sounds like a long time, because it is. It's a long commitment in order to do this, guys. You need to be prepared to put this level of commitment in. If you're not, then this is just not going to work for you, okay? So list every single day. This is the absolute number one rule. If you do that, the marketplace will send you traffic continuously every single day. They'll send you new traffic every single day. That traffic will convert at a given conversion rate. Usually for clothing, it's between 1% to 2%. 1% is a good conversion rate. If you're doing over that, you're doing great. If you're doing under that, you're doing something wrong. Come back to these 3 rules and you'll be able to figure out what you're doing wrong. So that is the absolute number one rule, is to just give yourself a listing goal and just to make sure that you hit that goal every single day. And that will set the foundation of everything else that will just enable you to just grow your store month after month up to your first £1,000 a month in sales. And then from there, you can just repeat these rules to grow your store even further, okay? If you can dedicate more time to this and you can list more items, the only outcome of doing that is that you will reach this goal faster, okay? If you can list 10 items per day, then you'll get there twice as fast. If you can do 20 items per day, then you'll get there 4 times as fast, okay? So it's just a volume thing. It's just the reason why you can't get your sales up to £1,000 a month is because you're not putting in enough volume, you're not putting in enough effort. So do it, just start with 5 a day, because anyone should be able to do 5 listings per day on any of these marketplaces. It doesn't take that long at all. Like I said, we do provide an excellent catalogue. I think we've more than 700 to 800 pieces of women's clothing at the moment that you can sell. We have all the listing information for you. All the images are already done for you. All you need to do is just create the listings. You can start selling right away today. And doing 5 listings per day should be absolutely possible for almost anyone when you've got all the listing information done for you, all the product images already taken for you. The only thing you need to do is actually physically list the items on the marketplace. And I'm going to share with you, if you're an eBay seller, I'm going to share with you a little later on in this video a way that you can actually add listings to eBay with a simple file upload. which is something that we have created and just makes it a whole lot easier. You can add 5 listings to eBay in literally less than 5 minutes. Okay, so you're going to want to stick around for that. Right, moving on. Rule number 2. Rule number 2 is you want to use promotions and discounts every single day. Okay, now what this does, promotions and discounts have been an absolute staple forever, since commerce ever existed. Okay, people love discounts. Discounts drive sales, right? Discount just increases conversion rates. So if you've got 100 visitors, 100 page views, 100 people viewing your listings, if you put a discount on that, you will sell more. Okay, I can absolutely guarantee that that's what happens. You will sell more if you offer discounts on your items. It doesn't matter even if you've marked your items up above what you would normally price them, and just to add that discount in. Okay, in somebody's mind, they think that they're getting a discount. Okay, unless it's absolutely ridiculous. You're not trying to sell a pair of shorts for like 500 quid, and then you've put a 99% discount on it. You have to be sensible. Okay, but honestly, marking your items up and offering a 30 or 40 or even a 50% discount is an excellent way to generate sales. But there's a little bit of a unique strategy to it. Okay, and this is rule number 2. Promotions and discounts, run them every single day, but run them for the shortest possible duration, so that you're continually having to restart that promotion. There's a very specific reason for doing this. So exactly in the same way how marketplaces want you to list items every day, in actual fact I didn't even touch on why that is, because they earn revenue from that. So they charge listing fees to list, especially for business sellers in that case anyway, and we generally work with business sellers. So with marketplaces, they want you to list every single day, so they want you to put on as many items as possible. So in doing that, every time you put on new items, they send you new traffic. Now similarly with promotions, it kind of works in the same way. When you set up a promotion on eBay, for example, they will send that promotion out to people who are interested in the item, people who are viewing the item, because eBay has this data. They know who's viewing what items, they know who people are watching what items. eBay will push those promotions to people who they think are interested in your items. Okay, and if you offer discounts and promotions, then eBay will push out those discounts and promotions to those people to encourage them to buy. Now, the trick is to send out as many of these discounts and promotions as you can. And the way to do this on eBay, for example, is to just set up a new sale or new coupon every single day. And this is where the shortest possible duration trick comes in. Is that because if you set that up every single day rather than setting it up once and then leaving your promotion run for 2 weeks, because what will happen is that in the beginning when you set that promotion up, eBay will send it out to everyone, okay, because you've got a new promotion on. They're going to tell everyone, go and look at this seller, look, you were interested in this item, this seller's now got a promotion on. So they're going to send that out to the buyer who's obviously shown some interest in your items, and then the buyer's just going to forget about it. If they don't make a purchase there and then, they're probably just going to forget about it. So what happens is when you use the shortest possible duration and you set up your promotions so that they start today and end at midnight today, and then tomorrow you restart those promotions again, what this does is that forces the marketplace to think that you constantly have a new promotion. So they constantly promote your promotions, they constantly send your promotions out to interested people. So it is the absolute guaranteed way to get your promotion out to as many people as possible. So do not think that you can create a promotion, set it and forget it, and just let it run, because what will happen is you'll set your promotion up on day one, that will be sent out to interested people, and then the amount of people that view that promotion will just go down every single day until you get to the point where your promotion is basically doing absolutely nothing whatsoever. So the trick, which is rule number 2, is to use the promotions tools that these marketplaces give you and run promotions and use the shortest possible duration. Okay, usually you have to set them up for a minimum of 24 hours. I would recommend setting them up to start whenever you log on in the morning to check your listings. Go into the promotions tools, set up a new sale, set up a new coupon, run those coupons, get them to start straight away and make them end at midnight, okay? That way the marketplace will push it out to as many people as possible and then repeat that process every single day. And this will maximize the amount of traffic that you get as a result of those promotions, okay? That is rule number 2. That is how to maximize the possible, does 2 things. Maximizes the amount of traffic you get to your listings from those promotions, and then the promotions themselves will convert at a higher rate than non-promoted listings. Okay, so listings that have promotions or discounts on them, coupons, sale events, those sort of things, they will convert more customers than listings that do not have promotions, because people love discounts. So use promotions every single day. Make sure you're setting them with the shortest possible duration, and then we'll move on to rule number 3. Rule number 3 is an optimization rule. Okay, what rule number 3 essentially means is that it helps keep your account clean and it keeps your account full of good items. Okay, so the marketplace doesn't want you to just list crappy items, because if you list crappy items, it's going to associate your account with crappy items. And the way it does this is it looks at how many page views it's sending you and how many of those page views are turning into customers. This is what we call conversion rate. Okay, you can see these metrics in your traffic tabs on all marketplaces that offer these stats. Okay, I'm pretty sure that all of the above, eBay, Vinted and Depop, offer traffic statistics. So what you need to do with rule number 3 is you need to make it a consistent habit, okay, whether that's a daily habit or a weekly habit, to go through your listings and remove what we call underperforming listings. Okay, so the first thing to think about is what exactly is an underperforming listing. So in the context of used clothing, which you're normally selling as single quantity items only, okay, so this I'm not talking about, you can apply this rule to other items as well, but specifically in this video we're talking about used clothing. So in the case of used clothing, normally you only have one of the item. Okay, so you don't need to worry about items which are not generating sales, because usually the item can only generate one sale. So what we're talking about is what we've written here, is that items which are not generating views, not generating watches. Okay, this in particular to eBay. You know, on other platforms you may have things like likes and favorites and hearts and stuff like that, but those are watches. Those watches, likes and favorites, they're in the same category. And then you have views. So if you have listings on your account which are not generating views or not generating any watches or favorites, then those are bad listings, because they are just not, they're just not appealing to people. People just don't like them. Okay, so the reason you need to remove these items from your account is because those items are actually taking up page views. Okay, and if those items, well, they're actually doing one or two things. If they're not generating page views, it's just a rubbish item on your account, because nobody's clicking on. They're seeing the item in the search results, and then nobody's clicking on the item. It's probably because your main image is terrible. That's usually the reason why people are not clicking on your item. Okay, or it's just an item that people just don't want generally, or your price is too high. Anyway, if it's not generating views, remove it from your account. So bad selling listing, the marketplace is just going to associate your account with crappy items, and they're going to send you less traffic as a result. So when you list new items, they're going to just send you less traffic, because they're going to look at your conversion rates, okay, or look at your click-through rates, and they're going to go, well, this seller has a history of just listing crappy items that people don't want. So when that seller lists new items, we'll send them less traffic this time, because, you know, traffic is, you know, it's the most precious commodity on any platform is traffic. This applies to all e-commerce platforms as well as other things like social media. Traffic is king. Traffic is everything. Without traffic, you cannot generate sales. So you need to treat traffic with respect. Okay, you cannot present your traffic with crap items. Okay, you have to get these items out of your account. Now, here's what we recommend doing with rule number 3: is either daily or weekly. Go through your listings. Okay, you can go to eBay, go to your active listings tab, sort that by time ending soonest. Okay, this is the most cost-effective way to do it on eBay, especially if you're paying insertion fees for your listings. Time ending soonest, because those items renew every 30 days on eBay, and you'll be recharged the insertion fee. So do it by time ending soonest, either every day or every week. Go into your items, and you can set up your columns so that you can see the how many views in the last 30 days and how many people currently watching the item. Okay, and go through that list and select all of the items which meet the criteria of, i.e. not generating any views, not generating any watches. Okay, they'll have zeros in those columns. Select those items, end those items, get rid of those items from your account. Now, once you do this, you need to be careful, okay, because something else I didn't touch on back in rule number 1, which I have mentioned in previous videos in the past, so by all means go and watch those other videos, because I've probably done a better job of explaining these 3 rules in previous videos. Is that the ultimate goal of your account in order to grow your sales is to increase the number of listings in your account, because in doing so that will increase the traffic in your account, and that just leads to more sales. Okay, so more traffic is more sales. That rule is fact. Now, if you optimize your account with rule number 3, which you absolutely need to do in order to improve your conversion rate, so that the marketplace will just send you more traffic every time you add new listings, they'll send you more and more traffic. But you need to be careful, because if you remove items from your account, you are decreasing the number of listings in your account, which will lead to less traffic and less sales. Okay, so when you are removing items from your account, you can only remove less than what you are putting on as new listings every day. So if you're only listing 5 items per day, say that's 35 listings a week, when you do your optimization, if you're doing it weekly, you can't take off any more than 35 items, because if you do that, the number of items in your account will be going down. And if the number of items in your account is going down, bear in mind you will be selling items as well, so that's obviously bringing the number of items in your account down. That's just going to lead to you having less traffic, and if you have less traffic, you will have less sales. Okay, so you have to find a way to increase your listing numbers to make up for what you're taking off. So if you have lots of underperforming listings on your account, be careful before you take those listings off, because when you take them off, your traffic is going to go down straight away, even if those listings themselves are not generating any views. Okay, overall your traffic will go down and your sales will go down. Okay, it sounds counterintuitive, but that's what happens. So what you need to do is, before you take listings off with this optimization rule, you need to put in place a plan, and that plan must have a way of replacing those listings immediately. And because if you don't replace those listings immediately, your traffic will go down and your sales will go down. Okay, so you do need to do this optimization rule in order to make sure that your account is clean, it's full of listings which are performing well, listings which are getting traction, they're getting attention because people are watching them, they're liking them, they're favoriting them, and they're actually buying them. This is the number 1 reason why marketplaces want to send you traffic, because they want to know that you have good items in your store. And if you do have good items in your store, they will send you tons and tons of traffic, and you will have no problem growing your store, no problem generating sales whatsoever. And every time you list new items, they'll just know you're a good seller, you have great items, and they'll just send you as much traffic as you need to grow your store as fast as you want. And that is rule number 3. Okay, rule number 3 is you have to optimize. So rule number 1, just to recap for you guys, rule number 1 is to give yourself a listing goal and list every single day, and do not miss that goal. Okay, that is the number 1 rule. You have to be absolutely consistent with this, and just consider the fact that it is going to take time to grow your store if you're only able to list, small listing numbers, 5, 10 items a day, for example. But that really does add up. You'll be surprised how many items you can actually list in over the course of a month. You will start to see sales if you're consistent with this listing process. Okay, that much I can absolutely guarantee for you. Now, going back to the other part of listing, is that the goal of listing every single day is to simply make sure that the number of listings in your account is going up. Okay, because if the number of listings in your account stays the same, your traffic will stay the same, your sales will stay the same. Okay, this is how it works. So If the number of listings in your account are going up, traffic will go up, you'll sell more. Stays the same, traffic will stay the same, you'll sell the same. And if it goes down, which is what most people let it do, your traffic will go down and your sales will go down as a result. So always make sure that you're listing enough items to increase the number of items in your account, because that is the only way to grow sustainably, is to increase the number of items in your account. Okay? Rule number 2, use promotions and discounts as often as you can. Every single day you want to be offering a promotion discount. Don't worry about things like promotion fatigue, when people thinking about seeing too many promotions. When people are shopping on marketplaces, they see so many promotions, they're so used to it, so accustomed to it, that there's no such thing as promotion fatigue on marketplaces. Now, if for example you were selling on your own website and your own store and you run promotions every single day, then people would just think that you're just offering a discount, and you should probably be selling at those prices anyway. Okay, they would become accustomed to it and they would just think you're just offering essentially fake discounts. Okay, and it wouldn't have any effect. So, but you're not selling on your own store here, you're selling on eBay. Okay, so every day you are getting new visitors to your listings all the time, and these are new visitors who've never heard of you, come across your listings for the very first time. They don't even know you had a promotion on yesterday. So this is why you need to use promotions every single day, and make sure that you do run it for the shortest possible duration, because when you do that, the marketplace will promote your promotion more often than if you just use a set it and forget it method, which would be, creating a promotion today and then just letting that run for 2 weeks. That is a very bad idea. It's a terrible way to run promotions. You must run promotions using the shortest possible duration. Okay, guys, these are rules that we actually use to build new stores. We can get any new store off the ground up to £1,000 a month in sales using these exact rules. There is no reason why you cannot do this yourself. You just need to follow these 3 rules. It's very, very simple how to do this. Okay, and then rule number 3 is optimize. Okay, this is often overlooked. People don't do it because obviously they're concerned about, they need to grow their store, so they think more listings is better, and that is true, but bad listings hurt your store. Okay, because if it drives your conversion rate into the ground, which it will, if you've got items that are not selling, they're getting page views and not selling, you're going to drive your conversion rate down. If you do that, all the efforts you're doing of listing new items every day just going to have less and less effect as your conversion rate gets driven into the ground. Okay, so you need to be removing items from your store on at least a weekly basis. You can do this daily if you want. I mean, we do it daily with the stores that we grow, because that that is the most the most often you can possibly optimize is daily. So we do it daily as a rule of thumb. Okay, because that's what works the best. So if you want to do it daily, do it daily. Highly recommend that you do. If not, if it's too much work for you, and you feel like you just want to do it once a week, then just do it once a week. But follow the rules of what I said in this video. That is, remove listings which are not generating views. They are bad listings. They're not getting click-through rate. Listings which haven't got any watchers, again, they are bad listings. Okay, people are not resonating with those items. Okay, if they're getting views and they're not having watchers, those are bad listings. You need to get rid of those listings from your account. And wherever you remove, make sure you have a plan on how to replace those listings. Okay, so you're going to need to be able to replace those listings so that the number of listings in your store is always going up. Because if it's not going up, your traffic's not going up and your sales will not go in that direction as well. Okay, right, I hope, guys, that I have managed to open your eyes, if you like, to some new information which you probably haven't heard before. Like I said, if you're wondering what gives me any authority to talk about stuff like this, well, I can give you some right now. For starters, I've been doing this for more than 16 years. I've been selling on marketplaces for 16 years. I have sold more than 100,000 pieces of women's clothing on ebay.co.uk, doing multiple millions in sales in the process. And if you just want to verify this, guys, just go on to Google, type in my name, type in Jason Carl Morgan, eBay, and if you go to my eBay store, you will see that my store currently sells clothing, and there is 100,000 items sold on this store. Okay, If you go to my feedback, I've got 48,660 feedbacks as well, and I also have 100% positive feedback. That's another thing. Anyway, the point that I'm getting at is that I have done over the lifetime of my eBay account, I have averaged around 17 sales per day over 16 years. Okay, and I've done it with Preloved clothing, so I know what I'm talking about when it comes to eBay in particular. But I've also done 6 figures on Amazon, 7 figures on eBay, 6 figures on Etsy, 6 figures on multiple Shopify stores as well. And my day job is actually helping people grow their stores, brand new sellers grow their stores from nothing, from just an idea. You know, they have I want to start selling used clothing. We grow those stores from zero up to £1,000 a month in sales and beyond. Okay, so that's my authority. That's why I know what I'm saying in these videos is the right things that you need to do. You need to be following these rules. These are the exact rules that we use to grow stores. If you implement these rules in the way that I have mentioned them in this video, then I can guarantee that you will get the results. Okay, it takes a lot of effort, it does take a lot of work, but if you're not getting the results, it's because you're not following these rules and you're not putting the effort in. Okay, so you need to find the time to do this. If you really want to do this and you really want to make it work, find the time to dedicate time to this every single day. Be consistent, follow each of these rules, and if you're struggling with any of this, then you can just join my seller community. It's absolutely free. You can have direct access to me and you can fire away any questions to me directly and I can help you get there. So if you do want to join my seller community, there is a link in the description below, or on my website you can find literally, if you see this anywhere on the website, join my seller community here, just pop in your email address. You'll be invited over to Slack. We use the Slack workspace, and you will be able to communicate directly with me. You can ask me questions, anything you like. You know, look, I'm online 7 days a week, 365 days a day. This is my full-time job. Been doing it full-time for 16 years. You know, I've got lots of experience, lots of information I can share to you guys. So if you do want to hear more stuff like this, please do subscribe to the channel, and also hit the like button, because that really does help these videos. Now, I did say at the beginning of this video I was going to share with you something that we have created. Like I said, we've created an entire ecosystem for clothing resellers, where we have a clothing wholesale business. This wholesale business is called sellmyclothes.co.uk, and you can go and check this out for yourself if you want. This video is not about sellmyclothes.co.uk. However, it is the way that we source items. Sell My Clothes essentially allows Joe Public to empty their wardrobe of clothes. They can book a free collection with ourselves. We then arrange that pickup of that collection. They send their clothing to us. We process it. We only accept very specific items, only high quality ladies clothing, and then we pay them a fixed price of £1 per item. And this is how we source clothing, and we literally source tens of thousands of items per year through this business. Now, what we do as a result of sourcing all those items is that we allow drop shippers, so people like you who are interested in selling used clothing on eBay, Vinted or Depop, we allow you to resell these items, okay? And we have a full catalogue of these items that you can sell. Now, I'm going to share with you this here. This will also be in the description of the video. This is our complete catalogue. This is a live catalogue. It's completely live. It updates in real time. And you can see with this catalogue all of the items that we currently have available in stock. And you can also see the items which are sold recently as well. So we allow multiple sellers to sell the same items, okay? And the reason why we're able to do this is because when you sell clothing with ourselves, you subscribe to things called watch item notifications, and this is through this watch item button here. And all this does, it subscribes you via your email address to a watch item notification. And what that does is that if the status changes, if somebody else sells the item, you get notified instantly, and then you can remove the item from your store to avoid overselling. So this is how we can allow multiple sellers to sell the same items, and it avoids overselling. okay, because you get instant notifications once it sells out. Now, you can go and explore this catalogue and you can have a look at all the items that we have available to sell. We only have ladies clothing in our catalogue because it's the best selling item out of the used clothing category. Ladies clothing is the best selling out of, say, men's and kids clothing. So we have primarily always accepted ladies clothing. We have sold men's in the past, we have sold kids in the past, we've sold other items in the past as well. But ladies items is the best selling items to sell, and we have everything from dresses to jeans, jumpers, you know, all sorts of ladies clothing. You can see everything in this catalogue. You can add various filters depending on the type of the items. You can go through this catalogue and you can find items that you want to sell. Once you find items you want to sell, you can just download the product images. That is a simple case. You know, we take high quality product images here, and you can download these product images. Got all the measurements as well. All the listing data is available. Tells you what condition grade it's in. It gives you a description which you can use. We give you a title you can use, or you can create your own. We even give you a recommended list price that you can use, and also we tell you how much the product costs to buy, and we also tell you what you can potentially make on eBay, Vinted and Depop as well if you're selling these items. You see the profit amounts is, you know, it's really good for these types of items. You know, the amount of profit you're making through this, our wholesale clothing program, is on par with what you would be making if you were sourcing items wholesale yourself and you were having to do all the work. You were having to photograph all the items and then create all the listings yourself. You know, you can do this via ourselves and basically make the same money. So check the link in the description for this catalogue if you do want to go and check it out. Now, I'm going to share with you now how exactly to get started selling women's clothing with ourselves. So the first thing you need to do is you need to head over to our website. Using the link will take you straight to this page, which is the how to make £1,000 a month selling Preloved clothing page. Once you get to this page, you can see everything I've talked about in this video is on this page. And the first thing you need to do is you need to create a reseller account with us. Okay, so this is a simple case of just creating a retailer account with us. You need to tell us who you are, your name and address, and then you want to sign up for drop shipping. Okay, just sign up for drop shipping there. It's completely free to sign up. It takes 2 minutes. Once you've signed up, you can start selling clothing straight away. So it's just a case of just browsing our catalogue. You can see the catalogue is integrated into this page, or you can click view larger version. Let me try and pull that up because it's behind my face. You can click this view larger version here, and that will take you over to the full size catalogue here as well, so you can see it in full screen mode. Now, once you've got the catalogue, you can download all the product data there. You can start creating listings on eBay, on Vinted, on Depop, and that is a simple case of doing it. Every item you list, create a watch item notification for, so that you do get those notifications when the status changes, because the last thing you want to be doing is selling items which are out of stock. Right, now the next bit I'm going to share with you is specifically aimed at eBay sellers. Okay, so for eBay sellers, we have a much quicker process of being able to do this. And it's the number one reason why we recommend selling clothing on eBay, because for eBay sellers, we've created a way that we've already created all of the files for you, all of the upload files. We've pre-populated it with all the listing data from the catalogue, and you can just pick items from the catalogue, and then we will give you a what we call a CSV file, which is just like a spreadsheet file that you can upload directly to eBay, and that will just create the listing on your eBay account in about 5 seconds. Okay, and you can do this for any item in our catalogue, and I'm going to show you now in the remainder of this video how you can do this. So the first part of doing this is that you need to set up your eBay account to work with our import files. Okay, now this part may seem complicated, but it's absolutely not. And if you are struggling with this part, then just reach out to me via our seller community and I will help you do this. Okay, just this initial part only needs to be done once. Once you've done this, you can just download our import files and create as many listings as you want on your account. You'll be able to, if you have a listing goal of 5 items a day, I can guarantee you that by using import files, you'll be able to do those listings within less than 5 minutes. So here's what you need to do. You need to go to this page here. Okay, we've provided the links on this page. This is your business policies page on eBay. Now all eBay accounts are pretty much opted into business policies. You probably don't know what they are, but essentially these are what you call a payment policy. Every listing has a payment policy, a returns policy, and a postage policy. Okay, and that's all it is. And essentially what you have to do is you come to this business policy page. You can edit your existing policies if you already have some set up, but if you don't, you can just create a new payment policy, a new returns policy, and a new postage policy. And all you do in these policies is just input your settings. And in the case of payment policies, typically there are no settings because eBay handles all payment nowadays. In the past it used to be PayPal, now it's eBay payments. You can use your default payment policy, but what you have to do is when you set up these policies, you have to create the policies with very specific names, and the specific names are these names that we've listed on the website here. Okay, so you have to use for a postage policy you have to call it postage clothing, and for a returns policy you have to call it returns JCM, and for a payment policy you have to call it payment JCM. And you need to set those policies as default, as it is described to you on this page here. Okay, now if you follow these steps, these 4 steps, you will be able to use our import files to create listings on your eBay account. And this is so much quicker than creating listings individually one by one via the listing form, which is, you know, it would probably take you 6 times as long to use the listing form. You know, if you're doing 5 listings, you could probably do 5 listings in about 30 minutes, I think. That's to say the average. But if you're using import files, you can do 5 minutes. You can do 5 listings in 5 minutes. It's literally that quick. So once you've set up your policies, okay. So just to recap, you need a payment policy, you need a postage policy, and your returns policy. And when you create these listings will be assigned to those policies. Now these policy names are case sensitive. Okay, so you have to make sure that you copy this exactly with the space as well. Okay, because otherwise your listings will fail. It does tell you this here. So if you are having trouble with this, just get in touch with myself and I will help you set this up, because it's a one-time deal. You set this up, you'll be able to use our import files for every item in our catalogue now, and every item that we add to the catalogue, which we add on average about 100 new items per week anyway. So once you've done that, dive into our catalogue and start creating watch item notifications for items that you want to list. Okay, this is how you get access to these download files, these CSV files, and it does explain this to you here. Okay, so once you found an item that you'd like to sell, you should add that item to your watch list, which is step 4, explains it there, and then create the listing on your preferred marketplace. Now if we go to step 4, adding items to your watch list. So creating watch item notifications for every item that you intend to sell is an important part of the selling process, because it enables you to receive notifications when the stock status changes. This is because it's possible for multiple sellers to sell the same item, okay, unless they've opted to buy it in advance. We offer an exclusivity option where we allow sellers to pre-purchase the item so that they can become the exclusive seller, but that's a separate thing which I'll explain in a moment. So to create a watch item notification, go to our catalogue, so this being our catalogue above, so you can reference what the guide is telling you to do above. And what you need to do is, if you scroll across, you'll have this watch item button. All you need to do is click this button. Click this button, it takes you over to the watch item page. So you can see the item here, it gives you a product description, and it gives you the product identifier. You need to pop in your email address, like so, and then click subscribe to notifications, which I'm going to do right now. That tells you the subscription is activated for this SKU, and it gives you a download eBay CSV button there. If you click this button, it will download the eBay CSV file to your downloads folder, I'm assuming, and then once you've got that button, once you've got that file, you can go to this section here, which is the optional eBay sellers can opt for our CSV import files. Once you've downloaded the CSV file, just follow these steps to upload it to eBay. And this is literally a 2-step process. You go to this page here, which is your eBay uploads page. Okay, the uploads page is the same page for everyone. You can access it through the reports tab, uploads, takes you to the same place. All you need to do is skip step 1, skip step 2. You don't need to know any of that. We've already done that by pre-populating these files. Click upload template, choose your file, and then it will automatically upload to eBay, and it will literally take less than 5 seconds to do that. Okay, and your upload will work providing that you have set up your business policies correctly. The only way your upload will not work is that your business policies are not correctly set up. So if you are having trouble with the business policies part, then just reach out to me and I will help you set up that part so that these import files work for you every single time. And all you need to do to list 5 items or 10 items or 20 items per day is just repeat that process. Go through the catalogue, okay? Go through the catalogue, subscribe to items that you want to sell so that you get notifications when the status changes, download the CSV files and upload those CSV files to eBay. And you can create listings within literally seconds. It is so easy to do, guys. Anyone can do this. You don't even need to be computer literate. You just need to follow the guide that's on this blog post that we've got on our website. It is honestly that easy. Now, once you've started selling a few items and you've created a few watch item notifications, as we say, you can actually request access to your watch item list. Okay, because when you start adding items to your watch list, we give you access to your watch list so you can see all of the items that you're actually subscribed to. Now, to get access to this watch item list, here's what you need to do. You need to reach out to us via our seller community. Okay, so you need to join our seller community. That's number one thing you've got to do. Then just reach out to myself, so you can reach me inside of Slack. Once you've done that, you can just ask us to set up your watch item list for you. We will then give you a link which you can bookmark, or you can also find the link. You can actually find your watch item list inside of your account on our website. So when you log in, after you create an account with us and you log in, the items that you're subscribed to for watch item notifications, those will be listed in your account. Okay, when you go into your account, you can go to the orders tab here at the top, and that will actually show you your watch item list, and in there you'll be able to see all of the items you're subscribed to, and you'll be able to see the eBay CSV download buttons for all the items that you're actually subscribed to. And to give you an example of what a watch item list looks like, this is a watch item list for one of our existing resellers, and as you can see, these are all the items that they're currently subscribed to. So these are all the items that we presume are listed on their account, because usually you wouldn't be subscribing to items unless you're actually going to list those items. Otherwise you'd receive notifications for no reason. And as you can see on this page, you have all of the items. You can easily identify by the SKU. All this information gets uploaded to your eBay account, so it all matches up. And you can see the status of every single item. And you can see the unit cost of these items. You can see the list price of these items, and you have this eBay CSV download button. So if you don't download the file during the watch item process, you can always download the file again via your watch item list directly. And so this is why you should get access to your watch item list, because it will give you this view. Now another thing it does is it also shows you your sold items. And the reason why it's handy to have a watch item list is because you can actually use it to reconcile your items. So every day you can actually log on to your watch item list, and this is ordered by last updated. And for example, if new items are being sold, and if you're just happening to miss those notifications, if you check your watch item list on a daily basis, you'll see that the newly sold items are at the top of the list. So you can look at these items at the top of the list and go, oh, that one, I haven't done that one, I've missed that one. And you can just pull that item off your account because you know it's sold by someone else. So these are split into categories. So under sold items, you have an owner section. So the owner means who is subscribed to the item. And then you can see that the owner, if the owner is someone else, these are items which have been sold by somebody else, so those items should be taken off your account because they're no longer available. And then you can also see a record of all the items that you have sold yourself as well. Okay, so this is how you can just keep track of all the items that you're actually selling. You do all of this through your watch item list. Okay, so step 6, after you sell an item. Okay, so assuming you've list some items now, you hit your daily listing goal every day. If you're doing 5 a day, you should probably get yourself within the first 10 days I would expect you to get your first sale. That's generally what we see. That's the typical average if you're listing 5 items per day. When you sell an item, open your watch item list. You can also just open the catalogue generally if you like. Find the item in the catalogue. Do this via the SKU number. So for example, if I had sold, let's go down to my in-stock items. So say I had sold 6199. All the items, the SKU will be on eBay. If you're selling on Vinted or Depop, make sure you put the SKU into the listing somewhere in the description or the title, because that helps you find the listings much quickly after you sell it. So I would just put 6199, and then that item will be highlighted to me, and then all I need to do is just press buy now. And when I press buy now, it will take me over to a purchase form where I can do several things. So you can see the item description and the product identifier is 6199, so that just double checks that you have the right item. And then you can do several things. So you can reserve the item. So you can reserve the item through the buy now button if you want to become the exclusive seller. So what that does is that we allow anybody to become the exclusive seller in advance. So if you see specific items in the catalogue that you only want to sell and you don't want nobody else to have access to those items, then you can just buy it up front. You just pay the unit cost, and then after you sell the item, you upload a shipping label to ship it to your customer. Okay, so that is a way that you can actually become the exclusive seller for any item in our catalogue at any time. However, this is completely optional and you don't actually need to do this. So that is what the reserve this item option is available here. So otherwise, if you've sold the item, select I've sold the item and I've purchased a shipping label. This is assuming that you've purchased a shipping label through the platform that you sold it. So on eBay you can use eBay shipping labels, on Vinted you can use their shipping labels, and on Depop you can use their shipping labels as well. So assuming you've purchased and downloaded the shipping label from the platform, you can upload your shipping label here through this buy now process, and all you need to do is just pay the unit cost, which is shown at the bottom before. This unit cost will match up with the unit cost shown in the live catalog. Make your payment. That sends your shipping information over to us. We will then pick the item from stock and we will ship the item to your customer using your shipping label. Now, if you haven't purchased a shipping label from the platform, and there's honestly no reason to not do that because generally it's cheaper than what we would charge you, you can select option 3, which is I've sold the item but I don't have a shipping label. Okay, and what we do, we charge you $2.95 for the shipping label, and that $2.95 will be added to the unit cost. It says down the bottom here, and because you're not providing a shipping label, we ask you to provide the customer details instead, so that we can then go and produce that shipping label for you. We can provide the tracking back to you, and then we will purchase the shipping label ourselves and we will ship your order with our own shipping label instead. Okay, so you can see how easy it is to ship your items after you sell them. All you need to do is just find the item in the catalogue or in your watch item list, which is usually the quick way to do it, and then just click buy now, and then just upload your shipping label, and that's done. And then just wait for the next order to come in, do it with that, and you can literally just ship items so quickly, and it's completely hands off, guys. You don't need to do anything. All you need to do is just list items. Everything else is handled by us, and it's just an extremely easy way to dip your toes into growing a side business from nothing all the way up to £1,000 a month just by doing 5 listings per day. We supply all the clothes for you, and all you need to do is just list items and just send us your shipping labels once you've sold an item. And it's a very simple process. We've got multiple people already doing this, and I don't see any reason why you shouldn't explore this yourself if you're interested in selling used clothing, that is, of course. Now, the video's getting a little long, which my videos tend to do, so I'll try and wrap this one up for you in a second. I just want to close this video out with the usual spiel that we do offer what we call we offer a done for you program, which is an exclusive program in which we'll do this for you. So if you haven't got the time, we will take all you need is an eBay account. We will take that eBay account from zero, and we will grow it for you to £1,000 a month in sales, and then we'll hand it back to you. Okay, so this is what we mean by a done for you program. I'm just going to head over to the actual page where this is explained, and there will be a link in the description below. I'm just going to fly through this pretty quickly. All right. Essentially, this program is what we call the dropship launch accelerator, because reselling clothing on eBay, where we store and fulfill the items for you, that is essentially what dropshipping is. So we've built a dropship launch accelerator because we've seen in the past, like I said, I've been doing this for 16 years. We've offered dropshipping for more than 10 years. I think we launched our dropshipping program back in 2014. And I have literally worked with hundreds and hundreds of resellers, okay? And I've seen so many people fail at this, okay? They fail to follow those 3 basic rules, and they just don't see any success whatsoever. So, because it's very hard to stay consistent with everything else you have going on in your life, especially when you're trying to add more on top. You're trying to make a side hustle on top of your full-time job, and managing everything else. So I understand it is difficult to start out. So we've built a very unique program. It's called the Dropship Launch Accelerator, and how it works is that you pay an enrollment fee. That fee is currently £695, and here's what you get for that fee. Okay, so you pay that enrollment fee. We take over your store for you. Okay, you list 5 items per day using our import files, which I just showed you. You can literally do that in less than 5 minutes per day. We will do everything else, and we will pay for all of the items that you sell for up to 1 year, or until you reach £1,000 a month in sales. Okay, so you pay that enrollment fee, and then you do not pay us a single penny more until we reach £1,000 a month in sales, and then we hand the account over to you, and you take over from £1,000. So just think, how much more excited or enthusiastic would you be about taking over an eBay account from £1,000 that is already doing £1,000 a month in sales? I'm pretty sure you're going to be a lot more excited about that than you are starting from zero, because starting from zero is a no profit zone. Is very, very unmotivating for you to try and grow that, because it's a long process. We know, because we do it all the time. So this is why we've launched this program, because we want to try and get as many people as we can up to £1,000 a month in sales, because that's the point when you start to really get enthusiastic about it, where you start to think, oh, blimey heck, this can potentially replace my full-time income. Okay, that's when you get to £1,000 a month in sales, that's when you start to have that realization in your mind that, geez, if I scale this up to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, and it's literally just a repeat, it's just a volume thing, that's when you start to think, Jesus, this can be a full-time, I can do this full-time. And you really can, because we have people who are doing it full-time. Right, so if that doesn't sound exciting enough, let me tell you something else. We will, in fact, guarantee your success with this program, and we'll guarantee it in this way. If you pay the enrollment fee, which is £695, okay, if we fail for whatever reason, okay, the reason doesn't matter. If for any reason we fail, which we haven't so far, and we don't expect to, but if we do fail, we will pay you back the difference between what you've earned in profit from your store, and by profit I mean all of the sales proceeds. So for every item you sell, all of that sales proceeds you get to keep. So all the money gets paid directly to you by eBay to your bank account. Okay, you don't pay us a single penny all the way through. You keep all that money as profit. So the amount that you've made throughout that entire 12-month duration of the program, if we fail for any reason, we will pay back to you the difference between what you've made and what you paid for the program, essentially making it risk-free. Okay, that is our guarantee to you. That is how confident we are about being able to do this for you. Okay, so if you are interested, here's how you can qualify. To qualify for the program, you need to be able to provide access to your store. Now, if you have an eBay store, it's a simple case as given us access to your store. You do this via a temporary shared password. So after you enroll in the program, we'll invite you over to our seller community, and then you can change your eBay password to a secure temporary password that you only share with us, and you provide that password to us securely via our retailer portal. We'll then use that password to log in every day and run your account for up to 1 year, or until we reach £1,000 a month in sales. Now, the only requirement on your part is that you have to list 5 listings per day. Okay, and this comes back to what we said right at the beginning of the video. Rule number 1: this is how you grow traffic to your store. Okay, this is the fundamental level. You have to list in order to grow traffic. You have to increase the number of listings in your account every single day in order to grow sales. Everything else we will do. Okay, we will log in twice daily. We will handle all of your orders. We'll download all of your orders. We'll ship all of your orders. Handle all of your customer service. Manage all of your promotions. Every single aspect of running an eBay account we will do for you. The only thing that you need to do is list every single day. And you can list clothing with our import files. It takes you less than 5 minutes per day. It'll take you longer to find the items that you want to list, because you get to choose. You can list any items from our clothing catalogue you like. Doesn't matter which items you list. Any items are fine. Just list 5 items per day. So it's literally 35 items per week. And that is all you need to do. That is enough to get you from 0 to over £1,000 a month in sales with everything else that we do. Now, we personally put over 100 hours in every single store that we do, and we only charge $6.95 for it. So we put 100 hours of effort, or over 100 hours of effort, into every single store for £695. Okay, it's an absolute steal. It's an absolute bargain. It'd be absolutely crazy not to take us up on this offer. All right. So the benefits for you is that you can, in fact, set the prices of the items in your account, or you can leave it to us. Okay. Obviously, if you set the prices at £1, we'll probably tell you not to do that, because you will never grow your store to £1,000 a month in sales if you do that, and you'll never earn any money. You won't even be profitable if you set your items at £1. We've experimented with that in the past as a testing something in theory to see if something works. Can you sell at £1 and generate traffic? It doesn't work. Yeah, we've absolutely tried that before. So what we tend to say is sell at the list prices, because that's the prices that you want to be selling at the end of the program. If you sell at the list prices, we will run all the promotions for you. We will do all the discounting. You're not paying for the product, so it doesn't matter either way. We will cover the cost of the product and ship all of your orders for free. We will buy the shipping labels through the platform, so all of that is paid for. All the selling fees, all the shipping labels is paid from the sales revenue, so there's no ongoing costs. Everything is paid for through the sales that we generate for you, so the only thing that you pay is the enrollment fee for signing up for the program. And we do that for an entire year, or until we reach £1,000 a month in sales. We'll optimize your store for growth, so we'll manage all your listings. So you put the listings on, we'll optimize those listings for you. We'll run your ad campaigns inside your store. Again, all of your ad fees, your selling fees, all that's covered by your sales revenue. You get to keep all the profit that your account generates. We'll run all the promotions, we'll do all the shipping, manage all your orders, handle all your customer service, and like I said, we do that for up to 1 year. And you get to keep all of the profit that is generated throughout. Okay, so while you're actually enrolled in this program, from day 1, you will be earning profit as soon as you start selling in your account. And typically, when somebody new signs up for this program, once they start listing their 5 a day, they typically make their sale within the first 10 days. And I'm going to share with you in a moment exactly. I'll give you another store that we're currently doing this with, and I'll show you the progress that they have made in just 10 weeks. So, first of all, before I show you that, I'm just going to share with you what happens when you reach £1,000 a month in sales. So, we do give you 2 options. Option 1 I've already touched on. That is, we'll transition the store over to you. So all of the daily operations of the store, it then becomes yours. So you become solely responsible for everything. You become responsible for the listing, managing the orders, sending the orders over to us for fulfillment so that we can ship your orders, whereas in the past we were doing that for you, and you start paying for the product. Now, option 2 is that you can actually choose to re-enroll in our program and continue the growth of your store. Okay, now it does come with a fee. The re-enrollment is quite expensive, but let me tell you why it's expensive. So the re-enrollment is £395 plus £100 a week for 20 weeks. It costs almost £2,400 to re-enroll. But what this re-enrollment does for you is that we will continue to manage your store and ship all of your orders for free for up to another 12 months onwards from there, or until we reach £2,000 a month in sales. So the purpose of this re-enrollment is to continue the growth and momentum of your store. You can either choose to transition and take over at £1,000 a month in sales, and you can try and go it alone, you can try and build your store, okay? Or you can just leave it to us, you can re-enroll, reinvest in yourself, and we will grow your store up to £2,000 a month in sales, and then we'll re-give you these options. We'll re-give you the option to then transition at £2,000 a month in sales, okay? You can then take over from there, or we'll give you another option to re-enroll, and we'll take you to £3,000 a month in sales. And as you can see, this is what we continue to do. This is how we build stores to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, and this is how we can get you up to earning a full-time wage selling used clothing on eBay. Okay? And throughout, whilst you're enrolled in any of these programs, you get to keep all of the profit that your store makes all the way throughout, and you don't pay a single penny for any of the products that you sell. Okay? So although the re-enrollment is expensive, it's absolutely worth it. I'll give an example. You are already making enough profit at £1,000 a month in sales to pay for the re-enrollment from that profit. So you use that money to re-enroll. So you've already earned enough money at £1,000 a month in sales to pay for the re-enrollment. So it's absolutely worth reinvesting to grow to the next level. Because at £1,000 a month in sales, you'll be making about £400 per month in profit whilst enrolled in the program, whilst we are paying for all the products. However, if you have to pay for the products yourself, then your profits are going to go down by at least 50%. So at £1,000 a month in sales, once you start paying for the products, you're going to be earning about £200 per month. Okay? So you're a long way off a full-time wage at that point. So you need to re-enroll in order to continue growing your account. Okay? And the fastest way to grow your account is through our Launch Accelerator program, our Growth Accelerator, which is what the re-enrollment is. We can get you up to £2,000 a month in sales, and then we can re-enroll you again to get you up to 3,000, and then to get you to 4,000 and 5,000, and then that is the point where you may decide, okay, I'm earning enough money now where I'm happy to take over, and then you will continue to give you mentorship, and we'll help you. You can ask us questions in our reseller community. You know, you can have access to us 7 days a week. That's completely free. We don't charge for that. We can help you, at the very least, keep your store at that level. Growing it is a different kettle of fish, okay? Growing it is very difficult to grow your store, okay? To grow your store, you have to implement those rules, which I mentioned at the beginning of this video, is you have to continually increase your listing goal. So when you get up to 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 pounds a month, you know, your listing goals are going to be 40 items a day, 50 items a day. It's a lot, okay? So, you know, but the reward is there, okay? The reward is there for you. So, something for you to think about. Anyway, in the beginning, you just want to really concentrate on getting to £1,000 a month in sales, and that's either via this Launch Accelerator program where we do it for you, or just follow the 3 rules at the beginning of this video and you can completely do it yourself. So I'm going to wrap this video up with just a couple of FAQs, such as how long does it take to reach £1,000 a month in sales? So typically it takes on average between 6 to 12 months. This is typically what we see. Will I have access to my account? Yes, you will. We'll have a shared access, so we'll use that shared password to log into your account. You'll have access to your account at all times. You'll be able to see exactly what we're doing on the account at all times. You'll be able to see all of your sales, all of your listings. You'll be able to see everything. So how do I provide access to my account? Well, we did touch on this earlier on. For eBay stores, you grant access through this temporary password that you create. That's just a one-time thing, and most eBay accounts now require something called OTP access, which is a one-time passcode which you either use an authenticator app or you receive a text message. Through our reseller portal, we will notify you in advance of any login attempt to your account, and this is because of the OTP part. So where your account needs an OTP, we will tell you at least 5 to 10 minutes before we're going to log in, and then you can then provide us with the OTP so that we can log in, access your account, and do what we need to do. Okay? In terms of how often we'll need to access the account, it's twice a day, Monday to Friday, because we need to go in the morning and go in the afternoon so we can download your orders and ship those. And we'll also go in once on a Saturday and once on a Sunday. It just goes to show how we do rack up these hours in your account, because we do need to be in the account. You need to constantly optimize and make sure you're running the promotions and doing everything that needs to be done in order to continually grow the account. You know, we're not trying to keep an account at a consistent level. We're trying to grow your account. Growing is a lot harder than just staying. Staying is easy. Staying is just a case of just keeping your listings at this level and just running your promotions 30% off every day, and then that'll just keep your account at a level. But to grow, you need to be doing heavier discounting, bigger promotions. You need to be running those promotions every single day, as I explained in rule number 2, and you need to be increasing the number of listings in your store on a daily basis as well. And this is why we have you doing the 5 listings per day. That is enough to get you to £1,000 a month in sales. But obviously, if you choose to re-enroll, we'll ask you to increase your listing numbers, because we need more listings in order to get you up to the next level. In terms of whether any additional costs, again, I have touched on this recently. There are no additional costs. You just pay the £695 to enroll in the program. We'll ask you to create an eBay store, which will have obviously a monthly cost to it, but that monthly cost will be covered by your sales revenue. So there is no ongoing cost for you. All of it will be covered by your sales revenue, and you'll be left with a profit from every sale. That profit will be your eBay payout, and that payout will go straight to your bank account, and all the way through the program you will earn that every single week, or every 2 weeks, or every month, however you set up your payout schedule. That's completely up to you. You will earn that money as profit, and you get to keep all of that. Okay? So lastly, one last thing. As I promised, I was just going to show you one account that we're currently doing this with. We do this dropship launch accelerator with other programs, other items besides clothing, because obviously we have a printing company as well. So we also offer resellers who want to sell our home decor products into this dropship launch accelerator program as well. However, I want to highlight Ben's account, because Ben is currently doing clothing inside this dropship launch accelerator and has been doing it for 10 weeks. So Ben is currently in his 10th week, and we update this chart on the website every Friday, so you can follow back every Friday if you want to keep track of this. And in 10 weeks we've got Ben's store from 0 to over £600 a month in sales. And I'm just to prove to you, I just want to show you where Ben's account is now at 10.5 weeks. So but Ben is currently in his 10th week. So I'm going to pull over Ben's store. Ben's store is this store. It's the Fashion Reclaim. You can find this store on eBay. It's a real store. And you can currently see that Ben's 31-day sales, so his monthly sales, okay, in 10.5 weeks, he's now up to £745 a month in just 10 weeks. It just goes to show how quickly we can do this for you. Okay, I just want to refresh this page so you know I'm not making it up. So there you go. Well, there you go. After his sales are now up to £759 a month, because obviously I logged in earlier on before at the start. So I logged in an hour ago, and it's been on this page, and he's just sold another item there, waiting in dispatch. So he's just sold 5819. So SKU 5819, which will be an item in our catalogue. If we go to the catalogue, 5819, which is this fat face cardigan, which, as you can see, pull up the item, that's the item there in our catalogue. Go back to Ben's store, you can see this is the item that Ben has just sold. There we are. Brilliant. Go back to his overview. Yeah, so you can see it's up to £759 worth of sales in just 10 weeks, guys. Literally in 10 weeks. It's, yeah, it can be this quick, okay? So I'll just show you his storefront as well, so you can see he's selling pre-owned clothing. So there you go. As you can see, Ben is selling pre-owned clothing, and all of these items are available in that catalogue that you have access to if you want to become a reseller selling our used ladies clothing on eBay. So there you are, guys. I think I've pretty much shared everything with you. If you do want to sign up for the Dropship Launch Accelerator, there will be a link in the description below where you can enroll. Enrollment is done on the sign up page, so where you sign up for dropshipping, which is free. If you want to do it yourself, it's completely free. But if you want to enroll in a Dropship Launch Accelerator, where we will do it for you, you can select this option, Start Dropship Launch Accelerator. That means you'll pay the £695 fee to join. Once you join, you'll have access to our seller community. We'll reach out to you. We'll do the initial login with your store. We'll go through an initial setup process, which takes at least 2 hours. We do that. We don't need any involvement from you. We'll do that ourselves. And then the following day, we'll have you starting the listing. So you'll get started straight away the following day. You'll start your 5 listings per day. And then we'll grow your store from 0 all the way up to £1,000 a month in sales. And then we'll give you those 2 options of either transition, hand it over to you, or you can choose to re-enroll, and we'll continue growing your store up to the next level and more. So I hope you found this video useful, guys. If you do like, you know, the type of content I'm talking about, then please do subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up if you've liked anything in this video. It does really help the videos reach more people. I've only been posting for the last couple of weeks and my videos are barely reaching anyone at the moment, so I would appreciate the support. But more than anything, all I want to do, guys, is help you achieve your goals with dropshipping. We offer numerous ways that you can, you know, make money online, either through selling clothing, selling art prints. You know, you can go onto our website, view our other catalogs. You know, through our printing company, we sell other types of items as well. Or you can earn an income through fulfillment by Amazon as well. We offer all of these services. Just go on our website if you want to check them out. I would actually highly recommend, just before I go, one last thing is you can actually download our retailer app. You can get access to this for free. So if you go to our website and scroll to the bottom, you can join this link here, this retailer app, and this will bring up this page. This is our retailer app. This has all of our products and services available. It works on the desktop or laptop, and it also works on your mobile phone. So you can have a nice little app on your mobile phone. You can get access to all the products and services that we offer. Inside this app, you can find all of our price lists, all of our help guides, and yeah. So link for this is in the description as well. So check that out, download it, and you'll have access to everything that we do. Now, besides this, I think I'm going to wrap the video up there because we're up to like an hour and 18 minutes, which is crazy long. And in fairness, I give you guys absolute credit if you're still watching by this point, because looking at my view statistics, I don't actually think that many people are still watching by this point. So, but unfortunately, I haven't got time really to edit these videos because we are extremely busy. So I do just record these videos in one cut. This is why you see me talking pretty fast sometimes, but yeah, so it is what it is. If you've stuck around for the entire video, guys, I do appreciate that very much. You know, I do appreciate the fact that people are, you know, willing to spend an hour and 20 minutes of their time watching somebody like me talk about this sort of stuff. But anyway, if you do want to work with us, check the links in the description below. We can help you with this. We've helped tons of other people's. Oh my god, literally tons of other people's. I should do a bloopers. That'll be funny. Yeah, we can help you with this. We can absolutely get your store from 0 up to over £1,000 a month in sales. You know, you can do it just following the rules yourself, or if that sounds like too much like hard work, then just join our Dropship Launch Accelerator, and we will get you there for you within 12 months. Okay? Right, I'm going to leave it there because, as always, I'm rambling on. I'm not very good at making these videos, at least I don't think I'm very good at making these videos. So I'm just going to leave the video there, and I do hope to maybe start working with some of you guys in the near future. Okay guys, I'll leave you get on with the rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one in a couple of days. See ya.